the same die, the same layout, the same sentiment, but what? I'm going to make two cards that feel completely different from each other? Yes. Today I'm going to show you how intentional color placement is going to make two different cards with the same products happen. I am going to pull in two things from my stash there, those Dainty Edge and the rectangles, and these Peeps are so cute. Let me know down in the comments, are you Team Peep or not Team Peep? And we're going to make two cards here. And how I'm doing that is with special color placement. And both of them are going to feel really fun and still very like buttoned up and elegant, but very cute and playful. So one card is going to be very monochromatic with some blues, and the other one is going to be rainbow. Did you see both of the little hints at the beginning? I did show them, but to make this look, like I said, I'm using the same sentiment and the same die. So on the left, I have my rainbow bunnies all die cut out. I have my blue bunnies on the right, and I'm just going to pair some fun holographic cardstock here from my stash and make my sentiments. So my first sentiment is going to be holographic on the back and white letters on the front. I did use some of that rip and stick sticky tape to go behind the paper before I die cut. So essentially this die cut became a sticker. I love doing this. Carrie taught me how to do that. Thank you, Carrie. You are the bomb.com girl. All right, so for my rainbow one, it will be very bright and very colorful with a holographic sentiment. And the other one will be a light blue sentiment with white letters. So working with the monochromatic card, keeping the color in one color family is how I'm going to do that. So using just changing the value of the blues is going to keep the interest together and keep the focus on the layers and the sparkle in the background and the detail of the stitched bunnies and the detail of the little scallop frame. And it's going to create this like calm cohesion for my card. And that is basically the vision that I have for this one. I'm going to go ahead and pop up that rectangle that is the dainty rectangle there, and it will just create a great dimension for this project, and it will also just kind of lift it up so some of the speckles on that pattern paper is going to shine through. But the layout is very similar on both cards and they're going to look so different. So again, popping them up with some foam. And if you did not see at the very beginning, but look carefully if you can, and I will also show finished cards at the end, but look carefully at the bunnies, and they do have a stitched detail to them. It is such a really small detail, but it's just another way that like the Trinity dies just shine through. And I just love all the little details that they put into their products. I think that's fantastic. I'm also going to pop up the sentiment. I won't show you that on camera because it's just me cutting a whole bunch of foam and sticking it on. Well, I'll show you like 6 seconds of it here, but you get the gist. We're just adding foam behind it and popping it on to the card. Ta-da! Easy as can be. This card is almost done. It's really that simple. Now I did take the Modern Edge rectangles, which is just a simple nesting die, but it does create a nice little beveled edge to the rectangle, and cut that out with my pattern paper. So it does have a very like finished, polished edge, not just a cut edge. And so then that will finish off this one, except I'm going to add these teeny tiny little pearls. I don't know. These teeny tiny little pearls to the faces. Now, if you don't want to use the pearls, you could certainly just use the die. It comes with a die piece that has 3 little dots, and I thought about doing that with that holographic cardstock, but I did want there to be more of a little texture there. But even though that this is a monochromatic card, it is anything but flat, and it does have a lot of dimension because those dies are popped up. And as many people online say, dimension is the life of the card. So gotta pop it up, right? Now I like to splatter. So I just went ahead and took my whatever happened to be on my desk and covered up most of my card, and I splattered my blue bunnies. And now you might be wondering, where did the rainbow ones go? Well, I had this moment where I wanted to splatter these ones, and I thought, let's splatter the rainbow ones as well. So they are actually sitting in my recycling bin right now, drying. If you know, you know, I splatter all of my splatter projects in my recycling bin 99% of the time. And that one teeny tiny percent, I do it on camera here, like I am. And sometimes I'll just whack it on a pen or something, or maybe my tool. I don't know. But I like to do it off camera because it is quite a mess, and I love the technique. And I definitely don't mind making a mess, but it gets the job done. So that will set for a bit and it will dry. We will continue on. Somehow I did not get any splatter on that white rectangle on the left. I have no idea how that happened, but lucky me. I did go ahead and finish this one off camera, adding a couple extra little green rhinestone style embellishments from Trinity as well. But I do love how really simple and soft this card turned out with those monochromatic colors. Now I do love a colorful card, so we're going to go for rainbow for card number 2. And this is just going to be thinking intentional about the placement of the colors. And I love like a Roy G. Biv, you know, that's the standard look of the rainbow. But if you wanted to, you could mix up the order and you could get something that looks completely different. But I just love how it has like the warm tones on top, the cool tones on the bottom. I frankly grabbed from all of my scraps to cut out all of these bunnies. So these are colors that I enjoy using regularly and I'm familiar with them. So what I'm going to do now is just figure out the placement. I have 6 bunnies to put on this card and I don't want any of them to look off-center and offset. And I just want them to look professional, right? So I'm going to start with the bottom one in the middle, put that in the middle. I'm actually kind of eyeballing this as I go. And then I'm going to put the side ones on. And if I were just to start with the green and work toward the purple, like left to right, I might run out of room. And when I got to the purple one, it might hang off the edge and I don't want that. So we're going to start with the center and then work our way to the outside. So that's good. I've got my magnet there just holding them down. If you don't have a magnet, you don't need to use it, but it was just a way for me to kind of place everything how I wanted. I'm going to do the exact same thing to the top, place my middle bunny first, my orange guy, and then place my pink and purple. Just like that. I do love just a little bit of splatter on these. I think it's so fun. You can also use like a glitter cardstock and that can give like a sugared look. You can use all sorts of different mediums. Like I said before, watercolor paper I think is my next go-to. I've been using the egg die sets and making some really fun and just playful Easter cards. I've had such a fun time working with this release. Okay, again, I'm going to pop up my big rectangle here onto my pattern paper just for more dimension. But this rainbow look does stay pretty consistent because everything is definitely, I mean, the warm tones are warm, but they are almost like a cool tone warm. And with the sentiment being that holographic paper, it ties in with the background and it just kind of all blends well together. And the splatter on the eggs and the foiling on my pattern paper really tie everything all together. Yes, I'm leaving this mistake in because 0 out of 0 crafters are perfect. I'm telling you. Wait, I think I said that wrong. No one's perfect. We'll just put it that way. And I think it's important to show that on social media every once in a while, right? We all have to do card surgery. Definitely me. All right. Now to finish this one off, I'm going to add some pink embellishments from Trinity as well. And that finishes off my card for today. Let me know which one you like best in the comments. I think rainbow bunnies have to take it for me. They are just my thing. but I do love the softness of the blue tone monochromatic bunny card as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, crafty friend.